The heroes of Irish rugby are not just the players. Sorry, Hugo. Here's to you, Sean, an expert in your field. To you, Mary, for moulding the talent of tomorrow.
That's how we win the match. Come on!
And you, Phil, because you do the club website. Here's to every rugby volunteer and behind-the-scenes hero. Thank you for making the game we love possible.
Good afternoon and welcome to Coolmine RFC for this Energia All-Ireland League Women's Cup final. UL Bohemians face off against the Railway Union side who are bidding to go for 3 titles in a row. This afternoon the weather is fair. Daragh Frawley from the Clubscene podcast and Alison Miller joining you for commentary. The last time these sides met, UL Bohs triumphed 10 points to 7 in the league in atrocious conditions, 10 points to 7 in Anacotty in Limerick. Before the sides come out this afternoon, it is worth noting that there are upwards of 10 players missing from both sides due to the Clovers and Wolfhounds playing in Irish rugby this afternoon in respective venues in Scottstown. The UL Bohs side this afternoon is as follows. The back 3 line out: Clara Barrett, Eva Flynn and Ava Ní Donica, a formidable back 3. Stephanie Noonan, the vice-captain at outside centre, but Rachel Allen, who has played much of her trade at 10 this season, starts at inside centre. Aoife O'Shaughnessy, the former Railway player, is the out half, with Myrna Wall, the half-back. A familiar name for many Irish Rugby Football Union fans, Ciara Griffin, makes an appearance at number 8 for UL Bohs. Claude O'Halloran and Eva McCormack, her partners in the back row. Sarah Garrett and Ciara Monaghan in the engine room for the Limerick side, with Fiona Reedy, Ciara Dwyer and Chloe Pearce captain in the front row. Chloe Pearce normally at number 8 in the back row today, with lots of experience there. The replacements from Nicola Sweeney, Niamh Brodie, Emma Daly, Tierney and Aisling Stock, Rebecca O'Shea, Nina Matthyson and Leash McGonigal. Plenty of youth and experience in this UL Bohs side today. Chloe Pearce's notes during the week, she spoke about how much it would mean to the UL Bohs side to bring this trophy home, trying to avenge the defeats of the last 2 Cup finals against Railway. Railway Union side lines out as follows: Aoife Doyle, Rianne Erie and Ailish Diebold. The back 3, Aoife Doyle rumoured to be on the UL Bohs bus from Limerick, but there will be no love lost once they cross the white line. Niamh Byrne and Madison Aberger in the centres. Niamh Byrne captaining the side. Danny Fernada and Claire Keohan. The halfbacks this afternoon: Lindsay Peat is at 43 years of age is Lindsay Peat. Spoke so well in media during the week. 9 tries this season will have a big bearing on today's game. Deirdre Roberts and Katie O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer, a special afternoon, earning her 100th cap in this cup final. Patricia Doyle and Salome Trout in the engine room for Railway Union. Kirsty Stevenson, Maeve Keegan and Gráinne O'Loughlin make up the front row. The replacements for Railway Union: Michelle Nadine, Rebecca Draper, Lauren Cooper, Alice Mills-Hicks, Isabel Clark, Sarah Brown and Sarah Munley make up the replacements for Railway Union. It is worth noting that Railway, as we said, have won 2 of the last Cup finals, a demolition job in the 2021 season. A closer game, 28 points to 12 in Portlaoise last season. And Lindsay Peat, as we said, 43 years of age, says she's in the twilight of her career. But there is so much on the line today. UL Bohs having won 9 games from 9 in the league, as we said, beating Railway Union 10 points to 7. And as we approach kick-off this afternoon, it is worth noting that Galwegians were victors over Cook in the plate final. A very, very closely contested game. Galwegians running out 17 points to 12 winners, And joining me this afternoon the Grand Slam legend Alison Miller. Alison, you're very welcome to Coolmine RFC on this somewhat mild January. You've played in a lot of big games. Before we get to kick off this afternoon, give us a little taste of what the players would be feeling in a game of this magnitude.
I suppose a little bit of nerves, depending on their personalities. Everyone's a little bit different. There'll be those that are jumping around kind of excited to get on the pitch. There'll be those that are a bit nervous, worried about certain things. So a combination of both. So, they'll be looking forward to it first and foremost. So big final, and there'll be the players that really stand out in the big days. So they'll be looking forward to getting going. And so great. As you said, it's very mild. I was expecting it to be a lot colder, but it's not. It's lovely. It's lovely and mild. So pitch looks in great condition. So hopefully we'll have a nice fast-paced game.
In terms of the history between these two clubs, looking at the two cup finals, we've mentioned that Railway are going for a 3 in a row. How much does that psychologically play into the mind of both sides? Chloe Pearce spoke about them needing to be on their game. We've noticed both sides missing players, but Railway being the force they are going for 3 in a row, do you think that has any bearing on the game?
Yes and no, I suppose, is the most simple answer. Like, you see teams like they might have a run in, but I know both teams are missing players because of the Celtic Cup, but I think today, kind of new year, fresh start, I think always put a bit of pressure on Railway to hold that up, but I don't think it would affect the outcome of the game, to be honest. Whoever's the best today is going to win the game, regardless of who won last year or the year before. I know it does help to have a little momentum going in, and you know, you're kind of, I suppose, you're that team that hasn't won, and you're looking up going, how have they done it the last few years? So I have a long way of answering that. I haven't answered it.
Alison Miller still wishing people a happy new year on the 27th of January. So UL Bohs will kick off the ball in the hands of Aoife O'Shaughnessy, as we said, a former Railway player. There is plenty of subplots this afternoon. UL Bohs in their red kit, Railway Union in their green kit with slight tinge of yellow on that. The wind is allegedly behind UL Bohs in this first half as referee Henry Richmond gets us underway. The ball does hang up there. It's going to bounce. Railway won't be happy with that. Decent carry there by Deirdre Roberts. Katie O'Dwyer, on her 100th cap. Sizable crowd here in attendance this afternoon. Back to
there's
back.
great numbers. The car park is packed out there and hard to get a spot. So that's always a good sign.
Lindsay Pete with the carry, expect to hear her name on more than one occasion this afternoon with ball in hand.
Yeah, she's a very important player, and Railway use her to get yards and put people down the ground, and they can hopefully play off that then.
Claire Keohan.
Good to see Claire Keohan back. She's been in Australia, I'm going to say 2 years, it's possibly 3, but she's back in Ireland now, so it's great to see her back in the game. She's been missed. Railway
moving the ball through to Aoife Doyle, as we said.
Good
Doyle
tackle there.
Pictured on social media on UL Bohs team bus with a bag from Avoca earlier on this afternoon.
Very interesting. I wouldn't have let her on if I was them.
Keohan with a little chip kick over the top, and it bounces in. Eludes Myrna Wall, but Rachel Allen, who we've said has played much of her trade at 10 this season, but at inside centre today, carried by Ciara Monaghan of UL Bohs in the second row. Garrett moves the ball well to Pearce. Pearce playing at loose head this afternoon. Has played in many positions for both Bohs, Munster and Ireland.
Yeah, she's a very versatile player. She's very comfortable where she is. She's a good player, she's good skills. So I suppose depending on where she's playing the best or the needs of her team, she's very adaptable.
Fiona Reedy knows only
one way
forward as the way.
Oh, good hands there
by
here
UL
if they
Bohs.
can.
Good hands.
If they can get it.
Carry
by
right. O'Dwyer again. Both sides with intent to move the ball early.
Good line.
Carry. An inside line by Claude O'Halloran, well marshalled by the Railway Union defence. A little bit of toing and froing as O'Dwyer carries again, but decent line speed from Railway Union. UL Bohs trying to move the ball through two sets of hands as O'Shaughnessy goes out the back to vice captain Noonan again. A lot of involvements early doors. Good carry there by Barrett again as they reach the 5 metre channel on the far side wall. Monaghan shows up again for a carry.
Give a call on here for a crossfield kick if it comes.
Alison Miller trying to play on the field herself, looking for crossfield kicks early doors.
I don't think I'd be able anymore, but I'd love to think I could. Good defence from Railway Union there. I'm not sure who got that turnover. Did you see?
Yeah, it looked like Deirdre Roberts, but a
Very
good intention early doors, Ali, from both sides to play ball, which means we're most likely in for a cracking game.
Yeah, it's close at the moment, and obviously UL Bohs have had some moments spreading the ball wide and attacking, but Railway Union's defence is held up, and they've been very connected in their line.
Bit of an unorthodox kick by Danny Fernada, but Ciara Griffin and Lindsay Pease, what a clash is
Ciara Griffin's first game today for Bohs, and it's great to see her back. She's still very young, even though she's had many years playing for Munster and Ireland. She still could play another 10 years if she decided, so great to see her bring her energy, and she's a big carry from her in her first ball.
Nicknamed Junior.
She'll always be Junior.
Talk to us, Annie, about the conditions here. Obviously, from a back three's perspective, we saw Danny Fernanda play the ball down the middle of the field, regardless of not getting set piece. Maybe that's a tactic to try and turn this Bohs side?
Yeah, I think so. I think get them turning, especially that back tray, get them turning and chasing, and then you can put the line speed on them, because there's quite a strong wind. I can see it from my hair blowing across my face, so it's quite strong, and that would be a tactic to, just put them under pressure and let the ball do the work, and let them try and play out then.
The wind is swirling as O'Shaughnessy finds an O'Dwyer, throws, finds Sarah Garrett, but referee Henry Richmond says that the throw was crooked, and Railway will have an opportunity here for a first attack from a scrum in Bohs half.
Good position here to have a go, and if they've any set piece backline plays, they'll be looking to get this. There's a good bit of space here on the left on the blind, and a lot of space on the right. Looks like they're going to play it open.
We've spoken about subplots this afternoon. Chloe Pearce lining up at Loosehead. Prop had a ding-dong battle in the back row with Lindsay Peate in Limerick in November. A game in which Bohs came out winners 10 points to 7 in atrocious conditions. But thankfully for now, it is just a win that both teams have to contend with. As Claire Keohane feeds. Referee Richmond, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a former front row himself, who has now taken up the whistle.
Good to know someone knows what they're talking about in that front row.
And Lindsay Peate in absolutely no doubt with the call there.
She wanted to have a quick tap and wasn't too happy to be turned around.
The wind having picked up big time in the last few moments here. Still scoreless after the first 5 minutes, but both sides still feeling each other out. Danny Fernanda has Eilish Diebold on her inside, Niamh Byrne and Madison Aberg outside. Lindsay Peate gets outside Garrett. Lovely
nice
little
offload
offload there, and Aberg is brought to ground by Noonan. Railway looking to go open side again. Fernanda has the ball in hand, steps on the inside. Rachel Allen just about gets the grips with her as O'Halloran is making a nuisance of herself, but the right call from referee Richmond there. O'Halloran adjudged to be off her feet, and this could be an opportunity.
Yeah, big carry from Lindsay Peate. She's that big leg drive, and she has those basketball skills in the offload, so good meters made by her.
Railway elect for a scrum. Again, the wind is very, very difficult. It did seem like it was favouring UL Bohs in the first half, but it is blowing right
kind
across.
Changed, hasn't it?
Who would be a meteorologist? Yeah.
I never look at the weather. I just say there's no point. You might just go out in the morning and see what way it takes you. But I think we're very unprepared as Irish people. I don't think there's very few Irish people I know that have a decent rain jacket in their car, and it always rains. Do you have one in your car, a decent rain jacket?
No, I don't have the budget for one of those, Ellie, unfortunately. Keohane with the ball in hand again. Railway at their backline very flat. On this side, Aoife Doyle loitering to the right hand side of the scrum.
Yes, they are very flat, aren't they?
Peate, the old 8, 9, 15. Keohane goes outside Doyle, finds Rianne Erie, and Erie's made
good carry.
Great ground there. Railway about 6 metres short here. Keohane finds Peate again. Good skills, finds Katie O'Dwyer. Tip on there. Railway in the mood here. Cool mind. Carry there by Maeve Keegan. Railway in no rush to move. It's a little pick and go. Railway are on the move. Deirdre Roberts there.
Big carry from Deirdre Roberts.
Railway agonisingly close here. Their first real entry into the 22 as Lindsay Peate goes with the resolute Bohs defence thus far, just about holding her out. Pick and go again from Railway, and it looks like they're over the line, but they're just about held up. Great positioning by referee Richmond, and UL both survive on this occasion. It'll be a goal line dropout, but really sharp attack from Railway after that scrum, Ali.
Yeah, they look dangerous. You'd kind of wonder should they have moved it a little bit wider there to prevent that happening, but they'll learn from the next one. Yeah, but good D from UL Bows there. There's a bit of a wind here though, so look to see can Railway exploit that and attack again. Yes, they actually haven't.
Fernada nutmegs.
Doesn't get on
it. Burn.
It looked
UL
like a good
Bows
position
survive, and the wind has completely changed there. You saw what UL Bows goal line dropout, barely making the 22. So shot and see.
Again, that kick coming back.
Right footed, finds a very good touch. And UL Bows exit on that side. Right footed kicker, Ali, on this side. The wind is going to favour anything towards that left touchline. It's going to be very hard to clear to.
Yeah, and that wind is strong as well to add on to that. So Railway Union will hopefully keep themselves down here in their heads. They have a good position to attack, and that wind, it's hard for Bows to play out.
Salome, Trout, and Deirdre Roberts look to be the options here for Railway Union. Sarah Garrett and O'Halloran trying to decode lineout. Trout on a nice little dummy.
Oh,
off the top.
Good D.
O'Halloran brings down.
Yeah, she stopped at the source for a play.
Doyle, Kyoan as Pete organising before getting the ball. Nice little tip on there. Carry again by Aberg.
Give some space here on the left. Missed it.
O'Dwyer.
Good carry from O'Dwyer. She's got good meters, but she's the ball back.
Griffin with a hit and counter there. That's Railway really incisive with their passing and those tip-ons to link up between O'Loughlin and Stevenson there. Roberts.
Oh, that's a great carry.
Again. It's wonderful run by the second row there, Aberg.
That's great play.
On the inside, Aberg still going. UL Boys struggling to contend with the pace of this Railway attack, and Kyohan finds O'Loughlin again. Kyohan to Stevenson. Fernada out to Niamh Byrne and Pete. She's got huge numbers here on the outside if the ball goes. Potentially should have went there. Railway recycle through Doyle, and Doyle is going to score the opening try in this Energia All-Ireland League Cup final, and Railway cut through Bows defence. Annie Miller.
Really good passage of play. We saw some big carries, some line break or some bodies put in the ground and the offload, and a really good carry down the left here, and it just then quick ball over to the right hand side, and possibly should have went, but Lindsay at the same time had a big carry and 2v1 that Doyle didn't need to give it. She dummied and got the try. So really good passage of play there.
It's been very noticeable in Railway's attack throughout the field that Lindsay Pete has been chief organiser, that they've been moving the ball at various points. They're not going around, they're keeping the Bows defence guessing, finding soft shoulders. And you go through O'Loughlin and Stevenson, it doesn't matter what number you have in your back, they really seem like they're able to play ball. Yeah,
there's lots of lovely lines against the grain, some tip-on balls, they're keeping it varied. Some lovely offloads and just a lot of meters after the tackle. They're either breaking tackles or they're getting a lot of meters in the tackle. So impressive attack so far.
Fernada.
Both probably just need to get up off the line a bit harder and prevent those offloads and try and stop it at source.
Danny Fernada with an excellent kick in the conditions.
Exactly.
Leaves the score 7 points to 0 in favour of Railway. 11 and a half minutes on the clock, and UL Bows, Sally, would probably need to get a foothold in this game and get territory, because Railway look very dangerous attacking from everywhere.
It looks kind of inevitable that they're going to score each time they get down, and they do look dangerous. So Bows need to kind of get back into the game now and get some positive parts of play, get some points on the board if they can.
Shot and see, just slides off the right hand side of the boot.
Good take from Katie O'Dwyer.
The Centurion O'Dwyer. Hard line by O'Loughlin again. O'Dwyer is slow to get up off the ground. As Niamh Byrne plays first receiver. Salome Trout. Rachel Allen did manage to strip the ball, but
Yeah,
it's a
but she
knock-on
knocks
advantage,
it
and
off.
Niamh Byrne sees a 3-on-2 here, and Byrne is off on her own ball and two ends, eluding both defenders. Does very well. Eilish de Bold. It's the ball. Keohane again, quick delivery.
Yes.
Stevenson to Maeve Keegan. The front row for Railway with very silky skills early doors in this Energia Women's Cup final in Coolmine. Keohane again beat his first receiver to a Dwyer. Doyle again. Railway moving the ball at a frantic pace here, and UL Bohs are struggling to keep up with the pace. Great hands
Good hands there.
by Deirdre Roberts. Pete. Railway again
Massive
moving
gap
out
here
the
if they
back.
can move it, if she can stay wide.
To Aberg.
Oh, she took the gap. And done.
Aberg on the move, trying to get hands free. Takes three defenders to bring her down. Keohane, nobody on her blind side. Fernanda with the ball in hand. Railway playing 7 style rugby, but Monaghan does well. Niamh Byrne again, the captain, has been brilliant for Railway. That little tip-on pass that Bohs are really struggling to deal with, and Railway, why fix it if it's not broken? Counter-attack from O'Halloran, but referee did stick out a hand. Keohane kicks in behind and will reset for a scrum. Ali, the game being played at quite a pace.
Yeah, Railway's attack is fast paced. They're having a very quick ruck ball, which is putting Bohs under pressure, and they can't get off the line. There's times probably Bohs can get off the line, but they're not doing so. But then other times, Railway were moving that ball so quick, it's really hard for Bohs to set. They can't get off the line. They're making easy yards then. So, yeah, impressive play.
The skill set of Railway in particular.
Yeah, they seem to be able to keep the ball alive. You know, they look for the offload, and they kind of be on the same page. We're moving that ball, and just the angles are running, and the offloading, and running at soft shoulders, and the tip-on pass as well have been a feature of this game. So, yeah, they're just really putting Bohs' defence under pressure. They're not letting them set. They're not letting them get them off the line, and it's just looking like Railway are the most dominant team at the moment. If Bohs can get back into the game and get a score on the board, is needed right now.
A little bit of the dark arts from Fiona Hayes and Sarah Quinn and the UL Bohs coaching staff, trying to kill a little bit of that Railway momentum, bringing on the water and the magic sponge.
Look, smart, you got to do what you got to do.
Railway will fancy their chances here as Keohane was about to feed, but an early engagement, and Werner Wall, as a result of a free kick, sends the ball down the field, but will that sit down or go straight out? And the ball has gone straight out.
Unlucky. Not much in that.
And Railway will have the line with an early engagement. First offence was a free kick leading to UL Bohs there.
I'd say Railway will be happy they're back in there. They wouldn't have been happy to turn the ball over, but they're back where they were and have a good platform to attack.
Keegan goes towards Trout. Referee was going to blow the whistle, but said
good hit.
That was okay. UL Bohs must have heard Ali Miller. Their line speed much better there as Pete goes solo. Garrett gets the grips with her. Keohane switches the play towards Keegan. Lovely little offload there to Kirsty Stevenson. Railway really using the width on both sides very well here. Byrne looks for options, gets outside Monaghan and Garrett. And the ball has been knocked
much
on.
Better defensive effort from UL Bohs there. They're getting off the line quicker and they're connecting better in D. So they'll be delighted with that defensive set there.
Fiona really slow to get back to her feet. Scrum has been an intriguing battle thus far. Penalty.
Yeah, look, you've been defending for that many sets. You're going to look for a break when you can and just try and get your breathing back to normal and try and get a good platform to attack now. As we all know, defence is always more tiring, and you got to get a few deep breaths back to put yourself in the position to attack.
As a former front five forward myself,
you know all about it.
A break time when the referee's whistle went was one of my favourite things.
Oh, this is it. Got to take those breaks.
We're in a wall. O'Shaughnessy has Allen and Noonan outside. Barrett is tucked in behind. Not quite at lecture stage at the scrum here, but certainly no love lost between these two front rows. Wall and Keohane share a smile.
I don't know if Claire Keane is smiling down there. I see Myrna Wall smiling, all right.
Wall feeds Railway, really try to put on.
Oh, putting on big pressure there now.
And Griffin does well to carry.
And Griffin is always.
Shot in the sea, lovely little pass out to Noonan. And it's on to go again.
Probably should have gone there to stretch the Railway Union defence a little bit more.
Barrett steps in as first receiver.
Good fight in the tackle.
Monaghan steps up as first receiver. And UL Bohs going very direct after those carries.
Yeah,
differing playing styles against Railway. Allen, who has played a 10 before, steps in as first receiver and gets out of the would-be tackler of Railway. Wall again, and UL Bohs starting to get a little bit more quick ball.
And
it's working well. Sarah Garrett, good carry as they eke their way up towards the Railway 10. Monaghan again has got through a good bit of work.
Space here on the left if Bohs can move it.
Wall to O'Shaughnessy. O'Halloran out to
2v1.
Barrett. Lovely hands there.
Good
for
hands,
Bohs,
good step back in. This is a great
Evan
carry.
Donica, it's done very well.
That's a great carry.
Bohs off a touchline. Garrett is going to need support there as Railway are going hard after that breakdown.
Bohs with space
Some
on the right.
lazy runners, but referee says play on. Chloe Pearce out the
Bohs
back to Allen, and the space opening up for UL Bohs here through to Noonan.
Oh, there she is.
Goes towards O'Halloran. She's got a player outside her. It's going to be a try here for UL Bohs. And it's a wonderful score from UL Bohs. Eva McCormack.
Yeah,
Had Eva Flynn outside her, but McCormack in the back row backed her pace, and this game has come to life again. Ali Miller, wonderful running rugby from UL Bohs.
Yeah, it just goes to show Railway looking very good in attack, but looking a bit exposed there when Bohs just kind of sat some of the people down and carried hard and, you know, made that D not be able to get off the line essentially. So really good play, and they're right back in the game, as they say.
See on the replay there, wonderful coast to coast for UL Bohs. And it often takes sometimes a team to effectively get a slap in the face to come back into the game. It was all Railway for the first 10 or so minutes, and just like that UL Bohs are back in the game.
Exactly, and they'll take I suppose confidence in that try, and they'll probably look to expose Railway. Railway have looked short on both sides at times, and they've moved the ball well, and they were short on the left that side, and Avani Donnock had a great she stepped back inside. I think she handed someone off, made great ground on the left side, and then they played it back to this right hand side. So Bohs will take great confidence in their ability to, I suppose, you know, get some mismatches and some numbers on them, and they've scored kind of on their first real attack, should we say.
Avani Donnock's conversion in very difficult conditions, dropping just short, but it was her break on the far touchline that allowed UL Bohs get back into that Railway side. As Claire Keohane brings the ball to the halfway line at the halfway point, or just after in the first half. Railway lead 7 points to 5. Eva McCormack's try preceded by Aoife Doyle, scored after the 12th minute. Low kick to Allen, has a little look up, drills it in behind, well fielded by Doyle, the try scorer for Railway, who will run it back. Met by the Bohs defence, and Keohane looks up to go left. Doyle, lovely little hands to Niamh Byrne, the captain again, been so elusive in contact. Wonderful skill set ball in two hands, really testing defenders on both sides for UL Bohs as Keohane finds Roberts, who goes forward. Railway attacking on the left hand side again, through to Byrne. And referee Richmond says that the turnover was good and we're in a wall in no mood to wait around. Railway probably not 10 there. No. Cries from the UL Bohs faithful, and a good carry by Eva O'Flynn. Game being played at a frantic pace. Probably should still have advantage here as Reedy puts the hand up for a
good tip on again.
Good pass to her front row partner, Kira Dwyer. Wall to O'Shaughnessy. Pete has intercepted, but the referee will come back and say that they weren't 10.
Lindsay not happy with that.
Lindsay Pete showing
her frustrations.
A fresh pair of heels. Would be disappointed there, but cup finals, Ellie, are generally small margins, and that could be something we look back at the end.
Exactly.
O'Shaughnessy finds the clubhouse roof in Coolmine as the meeting of minds in the UL Bows forwards. 5+1 in the line-out. Clodagh O'Halloran towards the front. Garrett in the middle with Monaghan at the back. Garrett with a move. Really looks to go.
Ciara Griffin regathers it there, makes some good yards.
Trout did well, but the ball just knocked forward off the hand, so we will play advantage to Bows. Monaghan finds a soft shoulder and ekes her way into the Railway Union half. Keohane spots out the back to O'Shaughnessy and Allen to Noonan. Noonan at 13, stepping back inside the Railway defence on the outside, doing well. Little dink in behind from O'Shaughnessy to Doyle, former teammates. Ball is touched by O'Halloran and Allen is under pressure here. Aoife Doyle, no love lost between both sides there. O'Halloran with the clear out and Chloe
Massive
Pearce.
space on the left here if Bows can move the ball.
Pearce is brought to ground. Wall goes left. O'Halloran has Allen outside her. And O'Halloran again getting through a lot of work. Ball is out, says the referee, and Railway look to have turned this one over here as the backline look to get a little bit of depth in Salome Trout.
Bows looking disconnected here in D.
Good hands.
Good chop tackle.
O'Dwyer. Pete out the back to O'Loughlin. Aberg eludes the first tackler. Griffin getting to grips as Pearce. Keohane as Stevenson. Stevenson with soft hands all game. Carries on this occasion. Just lost control of that ball there as Wall kicks in behind. There's nobody home. What way is this going to bounce in favour?
Bounces favourably, yeah.
Of Ailish de Bold. Has a little look up. Monaghan does very well to tackle there as UL Bows go hard after the breakdown. Aberg just about clears out. Keohane sees Maeve Keegan on this touchline. The front row for Railway have been
a great carry. She's made great meters
impressive in this first half.
Oh, that's definitely
and
forward
Pete
there.
Just about forward, and that was in line with us. The correct call from Henry Richmond and Ali Miller. There is no sign of the pace of this game slowing down.
No, not at all, which is great to see. I just said before the game that looking forward to fast-paced game. It's mild condition. There is a bit of wind, but the pitch is in great condition, so we're looking for a fast game. That's exactly what we've got here, and yeah, kind of an obvious forward pass there. So UL Bows will look to launch something here. I don't know if they've any, new plays for this final, but we'll see. Have they any, I suppose, inspiration from Joe Smith with his launch plays?
Bows entirely stacked on the 15-metre line on this left-hand side. O'Shaughnessy, Allen, Noonan, Ní Donica tucked in behind. Convenient that both front rows tying shoelaces.
That was one of my old tricks too, I have to say. I was a winger.
Fiona really.
I used to open them to untie them or to retie them. I don't know if anyone ever saw that, but that was an old trick of mine.
Wall feeds. Railway again putting huge pressure on that scrum as Griffin does well, uses all her experience. Keohane puts her down, but the UL Bows back row accompanied by Allen do well to resource the ruck, and Keohane finds O'Shaughnessy out towards Ava O'Flynn. Roll again, finds O'Halloran. Clara Barrett step off the left foot, doesn't quite get in behind. Referee stuck out the hand, whether it's for scrum or penalty we will find out. And Reedy slips through the hands of Monaghan. A little bit messy for UL Bows here. Wall front door finds Allen. Ball knocked backwards. UL Bows being swarmed by Railway defenders here.
Yeah, they've set early and they've set well and they've plenty of numbers in D.
Garrett finds Pearce.
But great skill from Pearce.
Show and go.
Ooh.
Probably not on there from Barron, and it's well defended by Rian Erie for Railway. And turnover here. Can't take your eyes off this game. Pete plays at 9. Fires it out.
Pass.
Finds Keegan.
Well caught.
Keegan to Roberts. Lovely line from Aberg. Has unbelievable yardage in this first half for Railway, and Chloe Pearce gets the grip with Aberg.
She's a big, strong carrier. She gets plenty of metres after the contact. And
Keohane finds Doyle. Railway getting yards.
Good hit.
As Allen gets off the line, takes down Roberts. Slower ball for Railway here to Keegan. Out the back to Fernada. Shooter in the Bows line, closed off. The door on the outside. It's ferocious at the breakdown. Niamh Byrne finds Pete.
Oh, great
Pete,
hands from
lovely
Lindsay
hands
Pete.
to O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer on the outside to Doyle. Doyle has brought Railway into the 22 here. Quick ruck ball again. Keegan to Roberts.
Great line by Roberts.
Lindsay Pete with a big clear out there. Keohane to Fernada. Fernada, Stevenson and O'Loughlin both showing up again. Keohane to Aberg. UL Boh's defence standing off, and you do not want to do that against Madison Aberg. Keohane again to Keegan. Keegan has her front row partner, Gráinne O'Loughlin. Railway into multiple double figure phases here now, and Byrne again goes out the back. O'Dwyer to Doyle. Doyle is brought down by Noonan.
Well defended by Noonan.
Roberts again to Doyle. Doyle with wonderful footwork. Railway Union about 8 metres short here. Keegan, ball goes backwards. Trout does well to go down on it. Keohane to Byrne. Ball has been in play a long time here. Keohane again to Keegan.
Great
Stevenson,
hit.
superb tackle.
Ciara Griffin, was it?
Ciara Griffin.
Yeah. It's a great hit.
Big moments in this cup final. Lindsay Pete again shows up for the carry. Keohane.
Big moments like that make difference in finals.
Aberg gets outside and Aberg is carrying. Barrett does well to bring her down 5 metres short of the line here. Railway can smell blood. Roberts to Fernada. To O'Dwyer.
Good carry from
100
O'Dwyer.
cap, big carry, but Chloe Pearce gets the grip. Ruck called by referee Richmond. Keohane again sniping at the ruck. Lovely little offload to Roberts, and it goes outside. Railway just about 1.5 metres short here. As Keohane moves it, carry on the inside, but it's a big shot there from O'Shaughnessy.
Not shying away from the physical duties as a 10.
Roberts carrying again. Bows defence resolute for the time being. Keohane, ball goes out to Pete, and Reedy brings Pete down. Referee Richmond well positioned and says the tackle was okay. Keohane zips it out to Doyle. Doyle has players outside her. Again, Bows defence doing really well. Have pushed them back to about 6 metres out here as Railway. Carried through Keegan again, does very well. Ball is at the base and Keohane calls in the artillery. But the word, Roberts has the ball, just short of the line again. Body strewn on the ground in 22. Just over 9 minutes or so to go in this half. Carried by Railway, the 2 second rows, Doyle and Trout latching onto each other, but Bows stand firm again. Pete zips it out. Doyle one-on-one, a lovely little pass on the outside, and Rian Erie is going to score. And Ali Miller, the phase play from Railway, the patience and the finish from Erie.
Yeah, just really good patience, building the phases. You know, they're in under the post, and then they move the ball. Lindsay Pete with a great pass to the left, and Rianne Henry finished it very well.
Unbelievable skill again from Doyle there to Erie. Lovely fat pass, and Erie scores in the corner. Good facets of play from both sides. Ali Bows defence, but I suppose Claire Keohane key there, quick ruck ball, being able to find a space.
Yeah, I suppose it's great for Railway Union to have a player like her return this year. She's got huge experience. I don't know how many caps, and loads of caps in the Sevens games, and capped for Ireland at 15s also, and has been playing a long time. She's a young enough girl, but she's playing since she's very young. So to have her wealth of experience and the tempo that she plays, and you know, quick ruck ball, it's just so hard to defend. It's so hard to set, so hard to get off the line, and you can see then Bows at times are at 6 7s in their D line. They just can't stop that pace, and combined then with Railway's varied attack, it's just so hard to defend.
Fernada, right-footed, decent attempt in the win, but the conversion is ultimately missed. And after 32 and a half minutes in this Energia Women's Cup final,
I think the wind has
12 points to
completely
5.
died down, has it? I think it's died down a little bit.
The wind has actually completely gone after Danny Fernanda made that kick, Ellie. So
It just seems to have died down.
Will be interesting to see what way that goes. More laces being attended to here. We saw an instantaneous fight back from UL Bohs after Railway Union's first try.
Yeah, let's see what they can do here as well. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left. It could be great for them, I suppose, if they could get a score just before half time and put themselves in a good position then in the second half.
O'Shaughnessy, right footed, lands just outside. It's fielded by O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer goes forward. Keohane to Pete. Goes in behind to Niamh Byrne. Finds Roberts. Railway a joy to watch. Free flowing as Ciara Griffin makes the tackle, but not rolling away. And Niamh Byrne on the move here in Railway. Upping it a gear, and Bohs struggling to contend with it. Griffin again. Big collision there. As DeBold steps in his first receiver to Fernanda. Railway's hands again. Gráinne O'Loughlin, the skill set. Stephen Costello will be delighted with his side's attacking performance in this first half. Fernanda steps off the right foot, beats the first defender.
Great footwork.
And the second throws it back to Trout.
Railway Union are using the chip on to really good effect. They're big carriers that you would normally associate with big carries, and then they're laying it off the last minute, so it's hard for Bohs to read that, and they are committing. And
Keegan met with Pearce and Reedy. Ref Richmond calls.
Aoife Doyle looking here for space on the left.
Keohane with a little dink in behind. Chloe Pearce to Barrett, right footed.
Straight to Doyle.
Not going to find touch here, and Doyle
well claimed.
Has Roberts on her inside.
Good inside.
Uses Roberts, and Roberts gets inside.
Allen great offload.
Moves it to Keohane, and Keohane for the second time with a little dink in behind, seeing that the UL Bohs cover comes in just behind, and that high hanging kick just about reaches touch. But Railway Union, Ali, as we said, their ability to move the ball regardless of the number on their back is so hard to defend.
Yeah, and like it's people like Lindsay P, Katie O'Dwyer, big carriers that can carry and can put you down on the ground, but then at the last minute using that tip on, and it is setting that defender on their heels, and they're getting yards from that. So very attack, good offloading, find the space, moving the ball, letting the ball do the work. Very impressive to watch.
Trout again, the tried and tested, but Sarah Garrett gets up and takes that one for UL Bohs. The first maul of the afternoon as it goes from side to side. Goes to ground, Wall to O'Shaughnessy to Allen. Risky enough pass, and referee Richmond says most likely for a sack maul, and UL Bohs will have an opportunity to get down the field.
Now it feels like the wind is gone, but you still see the kicks look under pressure. There's obviously some wind still out there.
Decent touch found by UL Bohs. 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Railway leading 12 points to 5. Aoife Doyle with the first try after 5 minutes, followed by Rian Erie. Eva McCormack in response for UL Bohs. Great dart there from Ciara O'Dwyer.
Off her feet there at the breakdown.
Ruck called. Whoa. Finds Mana in again. Carries hard. Gráinne O'Loughlin doing her best to slow the ball there. Wall again, a shooter from the line is Peter O'Halloran. Brings down Allen. UL Bohs. Ruck is a small bit of a mess as Roberts is told that is legal. Lindsay P counter rucking. Three interesting rucks. There is Noonan, steps left, then steps right, gets in between. Keegan. Wall finds Pearce, who goes forward. Three Railway players look to bring her down. And referee Richmond decides that's enough as Wall looks to go off on a charge, but it's ahead of the mark. Little bit disjointed there, Ali, in attack from Bowes, but Railway really targeting that breakdown.
Yeah, it just was 2 or 3 phases there where the breakdown was really messy and just hard to get that ball back, and a little bit of just poor resourcing, a little bit of Railway being a little bit maybe illegal or whatever, but they look maybe to make their attack a little bit more fluid, carry through the phases and get that quick ruck ball and get their attack moving like we saw for their first try.
Aoife O'Shaughnessy looks to be aiming for the commentators with her penalty kicks to touch as O'Dwyer finds Garrett. And Griffin goes. O'Dwyer takes her down to Roberts. Targets big time at the breakdown again as O'Dwyer carries. Pete goes high in contact. Wall again, a little bit slower. UL Bohs will look to get quicker ball. Steve O'Flynn carries. Looks to be a turnover there for Railway. Keohane. Short line from Trout there.
Ended up.
We'll go back for a scrum. It's been a rare enough entry for UL Bohs into the 10-metre line, but they're just finding it that bit more difficult to get
they're
to
finding it
quick ball.
difficult to make some real yards. You know, they're moving the ball, but they're not really gaining any metres. So I suppose they'll be looking to get their big carriers in and just try and get them over the gain line so the rest of the players can play off that. That's obviously down as well to Railway's defence being organised, connected, and they're getting off the line and they're putting them under pressure with some big hits and good defensive sets. So we'll see what Railway or Bowes can do.
Words of wisdom from both coaches and water carriers.
Yeah, it'll be a big moment for Bowes if they could get a score on the board here, you know, with normal time just gone.
We're at the discretion of referee Richmond. There will be a couple of minutes as the clock on your screen is a running clock. O'Shaughnessy and Allen flat to the line here. Railway again putting the scrum under pressure, and Griffin carries, finds Allen on the outside, and Allen does well on a first carry and a good setup. Wall to O'Shaughnessy. Little dink in behind, finds
Bounce
Doyle.
as well for Doyle.
You do not want to kick the ball to in loose play. Doyle gets around, but Griffin has been excellent for Bowes defensively in this first half. Pete, soft hands and a lovely little line there from Doyle, and it's a brilliant break by Pete again in the interplay by Railway, and Pete is on the move here. Manages to keep the ball alive, and Chloe Pearce, no ruck form there, so she is onside. Great knowledge of the rules by Pearce there, but Pete on the move, and Wall sends it up in the air. Rian Erie, the try scorer, moves outside. O'Halloran gets the grip, but a lovely little offload. And Niamh Byrne has got Doyle on the outside, and Doyle is one-on-one here. Doyle steps inside. Barrett, Niamh Byrne again, playing first receiver. Carry from O'Dwyer. It's been brilliant in this first half, and Keohane. Little hush of silence falls over Coolmine here. As the front rows link up again. O'Loughlin and Stevenson.
Oh, that's a great
ball. Pass to Aberg there. O'Halloran slips off the tackle, and Railway in the mood here in added time in the first half, but UL Bohs look to have got hands on the ball in the ruck there. And it appears with the try line at their mercy that UL Bohs survive on that occasion. Yeah. Ali Miller, we've been treated to some incredible running rugby in that first half. Railway a joy to watch, and Bowes taking their chances but defensively standing up for the most part.
Yeah, like they haven't had much chances to attack, so I think they'll be pretty happy with 12-5 at half time considering their lack of I suppose ball and attack, and they'll be happy enough there. It could have been a lot worse for them there at the end. They did well to turn over the ball and get it off the pitch, so I'm not really sure what way the wind is going now in the second half, but I suppose we'll be looking for more chances in attack to try and exploit that Railway Union defence, and I'm sure both coaches, Fiona Hayes, will have some words of wisdom about how to do that.
This Energia Women's Cup final, 12 points to 5 at half time. We'll be back after these.
take us to the cutting class. It's like
You're very welcome back to Coolmine for this Energia All-Ireland League Women's Cup final. Railway Union leading 12 points to 7 at half-time. Daragh, Frawley and Alison Miller on commentary. Ali, I suppose the real question is going to be, can Railway keep up their attack, and if so, can Bohs manage to defend it?
Yeah, good question. I suppose time will tell in about 30 seconds when we get this into the game. But I think who gets the next score will have a massive impact on the game. You know, if Bohs can score first, I think they're back in the game. But if Railway score, it's going to be just a little bit hard for Bohs to climb back into the game. The momentum is kind of against them.
Fernada, right-footed, finds grass and wall, juggles, right-footed, sends it, and you can see the wind favouring Bohs at this present moment, and Wall's kick. Keohan, the opposite number. UL Bohs have made a change at half-time. Number 23, Laois McGonigal, who scored as a replacement in the game in November. Barrett carries Railway, try and swarm defensively, but UL Bohs managed to get outside the 22. Wall finds the try scorer Eva McCormack. And Allen just about doesn't quite find a connection. And ball in the hands of Eilish Diebold.
Good carry. Beats
two would-be tacklers, and Griffin gets to grips. And Keohan looks like she didn't tap it, but referee Richmond wise to what some people might call the dark arts, Ellie Miller.
Well, from my experience, I never ever got to do that. You'd quick tap and he'd be like, back to the mark.
Keohan taps this time, passes to Keegan, who finds O'Dwyer again. The Centurion got through a huge amount of work in the first half. Fernada, lovely little interplay, doesn't quite go to hand as Pete carries. Donica gets to grips. Pearce tries to counter, but Keohan has O'Loughlin, and O'Loughlin to Fernada. Fernada has Trout outside her, uses her, and Reedy
runs into Reedy.
And Trout get to know each other a little bit better in the middle of the field. Slower ball for Railway here, and Keohan gets her forwards around the corner. Link up play again between Keegan and O'Dwyer. Keohan to Roberts, lovely little sweep out the back to Byrne. O'Dwyer again. Kerry Aberg uses the hands there, and it's out to the high flyer. Railway are on the move here, but Neary, the try scorer, looking for a double. Aoife Doyle tackled off the ball there, and the referee may have a conversation here. Aoife Doyle could have been very close to scoring there, and Richmond is just, and probably correct in that decision, Ali. Aoife Doyle, not sure if we'll see a replay of it, but Aoife Doyle looked like she was taken off the ball, and with the line not quite at her mercy, but with a player with the pace of Doyle there, it could have been 5 and possibly 7 points. But Railway will have an advantage, a player advantage, for the next 10 minutes as Keohan goes on the inside to find O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin to Fernada, and Roberts, a pre-planned move to Aberg, doesn't quite stick in the hands of O'Dwyer, but Aberg again cleans up the drop ball and goes forward again, so abrasive in contact as Railway set up an attack in the 22, starting the second half as they finished the first.
Big hit.
Good defence there by UL Bohs. Keohan, the pass is juggled. UL Bohs managed to get off the line and push Railway just outside the 22. Pete.
Ooh, big handoff from Lindsay Pete.
Barrett.
She puts Barrett on the ground with a one handoff.
Very audible gasp around Coolmine. Lindsay Pete. Big carry by Roberts again.
Yeah, real abrasive carry, real physical. Really good to watch.
Keohan to Pete. Pete finding Eilish Diebold on that left wing, 2 metres in from the touchline. Real calmness to Railway's attack here, and there's a lovely little line in the front row. Union link up. It's great carry by O'Loughlin there. Keegan with soft hands again. O'Dwyer goes outside Robertson. It's an interception by Laois McGonigal. She's got 80 plus metres to go.
Can she finish it?
The chase is on between McGonigal and Doyle, and it looks like Doyle has the legs to possibly catch up with her. McGonigal into the 22, and Doyle looking to go She's going to go the whole way, and what a score by Laois McGonigal, the substitute who came in at half-time and inspired change. And the game flipped on its head again, Ali Miller.
Yeah, showing why she was put on the pitch, and look, it's exactly what UL Bohs wanted at that moment. They looked under pressure in D, and then to get that intercept try to turn things around is just what these finals need. Just coast to coast, I actually thought Aoife Doyle was going to catch her, but she went on a slight little angle which made the difference, you know, and these small little things in a game like this can make the difference. So got in the passing channel, got that intercept, and it looked coast to coast, great try.
It shows what I know. I thought when Laois McGonigal, the first thing that jumped into my head was around the 2011 World Cup, Tommy Bowe with the intercept, but he managed to be tackled on that. It looked for all intents and purposes that Aoife Doyle would catch her, but Rachel Allen kicks the conversion, and all of a sudden we're level pegging here.
Yeah, and I think, I'm not sure who made the really good carry for Railway. It looked like she was under the post, and then just, that's the intercept is such a great part of rugby, and they're right back in the game, and they'll take great confidence from that.
Chloe Pearce querying something with referee Richmond. A bit of a soccer blow for Railway, but again, we said this cup final was going to be close. It was going to be entertaining. It's certainly been value for money. This opening 45 or so minutes is Fernanda. Finds O'Halloran.
Well taken by O'Halloran.
O'Halloran
good footwork.
sees Pete, decides to go the other way. Wall to O'Dwyer. UL Bohs have their gander up here. Wall, Allen has moved into 10 as Barrett
good hands
finds Donica, but the ball is knocked on, and Railway will have an opportunity to attack. Sizable Railway support here this afternoon, all enjoying refreshments down here below us.
Yeah, they didn't have too long to travel now, being Dubs themselves, so they'll take the we won't call it a home advantage, but a county advantage. UL Bohs won't be happy with that, given Railway Union a good platform to attack here at scrum time. But UL Bohs have got themselves out some tricky defensive positions during this game, so they'll be looking to do the same here.
Railway Union have the box set up at 10 with Aberg standing as first receiver, Fernanda out the back, and Diebold on the inside.
Yeah, interesting to see what they'll
next up with a sizable gap between herself and Doyle. Railway have used that front door and back door option to very good effect.
Yeah, it's so hard to defend because there's just multiple options on, and you end up then, attracting in as a defender and sitting, and if you take the right option and attack, it just works wonders. It's taking the right option is I suppose, the key. Railway
were in the ascendancy in the scrum in the first half on their own ball. Very solid scrum there to Aberg. They do go out the back to Fernanda. Fernanda has Doyle in a short hard line. Bats off McGonigal, and Rian Erie so dangerous from the ball. Real acceleration from Erie there. O'Halloran on the edge there, but the judge to have been onside. Keohane querying where the offside line is as Byrne finds Pete, who finds O'Dwyer. Again to Byrne. The mantra of keeping the ball alive. It's gathered very well by Kirsty Stevenson. Railway again into the Bohs 22. Keohane to O'Loughlin to Fernanda. Noonan gets the grips with the Railway Union out half. And referee Richmonds says that Railway were holding, and UL Bohs, just like that intercept, have
just
managed
like what
to
I
breathe a
said.
sigh of relief again.
Yeah, they've just managed to get themselves out, not a favourable defensive position. So big moments in the game. Big moment, big turnover. Not much range on the kick, unfortunately.
Rachel Allen finds touch. That change. McGonigal looks to have come in for Aoife O'Shaughnessy. Rolling substitutions in the game. I'll bring you that note if we know it's permanent. Garrett dummies, and O'Halloran finds well. O'Dwyer's darts have been very good in this cup final. Set piece very important for both sides as Wall goes to Allen, sees a little gap there and goes, and Wall, the 9 is taken on the push.
Yeah, right option by Rachel Allen. She, you know, her outside players had been closed off in the fence as Railway came up on the outside, so a little gap appeared for her, and she went through and she took the right option, and now they look to find more ground.
Allen having played a lot of her rugby at 10 for UL Bohs. Injury early in the season as Wall finds a superb
It's not gone. It is
touch.
gone.
The flag just about goes up.
Millimetres.
Small margins in big moments in this cup final as Wall. Nice little spiral, we don't tend to see that
No.
these days.
It's funny, I was talking to a guy that played for Carlow in the 70s. He's very disappointed about the spiral going.
O'Dwyer gets the call from Reedy. McCormack loitering outside Allen. Line out for Bohs thus far. Commentators curse there as Pearce looks to have gathered that at the back.
Yeah.
And we play on UL Bohs just outside the 22. McCormack, who would have been the intended recipient on that crash from the line out, carries up. Allen again. UL Bohs through Barrett and McGonigal, the try scorer, so elusive. But that ball is knocked on, and Railway will look to turn. There's nobody at home here for UL Bohs as Tara Barrett looks to make up the yards, and Keohane kicks the ball outside the 22, but we should go back for no advantage in the knock-on. But the referee, yes, we will go back to the scrum. Natural to see some form of errors creep in, given the speed of the game.
Exactly. It's, you know, players start to become a little bit more tired now. We're 8 minutes to the 60th mark, and that's generally where teams start to tire around 60 minutes, and different fitness levels be exposed, and it might have an impact on the game at this stage.
A welcome rest for both packs. And Railway will have to put into the scrum. The wind is swirling here in Coolmine. Been fantastic hospitality for both games today. Galwegians earlier taking home the plate with a win over Sutonians. No doubt Crawley Park won't be a quiet place this evening. But here in the cup final we're deadlocked, 12 points apiece in Railway Union. Their ascendancy of dominance at the scrum awarded again with a penalty. A little bit of frustration there, Eddie, from Lindsay Peat, that they're not getting the play and move the ball quickly.
Yeah, he's very particular about that, and you know, it doesn't seem to be a thing he's allowing at all. And I know he's saying the mark is there, but I'm not sure how far away they were from it that time. It's something that would frustrate you as a player when you're quick to react and you want to go. Maybe the ref wants a break too, you know.
Rachel Allen organising defence. Evelyn Donica looks to have moved into the centre. Stephanie Noonan outside, everyone moving in. One, as we said, it looks like that Evo Shaughnessy replacement is for the time being. Railway moving the ball very well on the outside. Rhian Erie
Big hit.
met well, and UL Bohs look to have snaffled that ball on a turnover. And Monaghan does well, carries well. Garrett dragging her second row partner forward. Wall to O'Dwyer. UL Bohs on the edge of the 22. Barrett spots on the outside, but it's a good shot by Railway. Kirsty Stevenson had her hands on that ball. Pearce.
Big carry from Pearce.
Roberts trying as she might to slow that ball. Allen finds O'Halloran. O'Halloran slips through the hands of Noonan. And Fernanda gets up in defence. Wall again, little show and go. Allen does very well to draw two defenders in McGonigal. who has been the star this second half for UL Bohs. Wall again to O'Dwyer. Garrett runs a lovely little line after Hooker's inside. Wall again to Allen. Allen carries.
Great offload from
Noonan goes. Nidonica to Noonan again. UL Bohs playing with no fear. Monaghan carries again, 5 metres from the line. Good defence from Railway, just about slowing that ruck ball. Carry again by Pearce. Knows her way to the line.
With a lot of space on this right, if they can move it.
And Allen's going to go, and she's gotten over the line. And Rachel Allen, who's moved into 10, pulling the strings, gives UL Bohs the lead for the first time in this cup final. Ali Miller.
Yeah, big moments. You know, Bohs had I think it was a rip in the tackle or maybe a knock on. They regathered the ball and big carries on the left, and then they move it right. And Rachel Allen didn't need the numbers outside, just saw the space and went for it herself, making the conversion that little bit easier.
We spoke about Railway's ability to play in the first half. We go back to the scrum, and you rightly pointed it out. Perhaps in a cup final, running the ball from your 22, taking that scrum, maybe the next time they might elect to go down the line.
Yeah, and it's those moments like that you know, could be turning points in the game. And you know, Bohs get back into the game there by, I would have to look back on it, I'm not sure if it was a little bit of UL Bohs talent or a little bit of a Railway Union mistake, a bit of both, but then they get right back into the game, get that try, and then they're ahead. And you know, with that try just near the post, the conversion, so the 2 points make such a difference at this stage of the game and at this type of game in a final.
Ava Nidonica's trusty right boot gives the 2 point extras, which leaves the score at 19 points to 12. And Ali, barely 16 minutes ago, Railway Union were in the very position that Rachel Allen scored to go 2 scores clear.
Yeah, and they
all of a sudden
dominant.
they're now 7 points down.
And that intercept try was kind of the turning point of that, of UL Bohs getting back into the game and getting some momentum and now leading. It just goes to show you can never be sure until, I suppose, the 80 minutes. What a cliche.
Frenada launches it high into the cool mine sky, and O'Halloran again finds Griffin. Griffin gets over the first tackle. McCormack finds Ciara O'Dwyer. UL Bohs doing well to resource that ruck. Reedy shows up, using all her experience to carry that wind again, picking up at the back of Railway now, and Rachel Allen moves out the back to Nidonica. It's been brilliant all afternoon, but the ball pops into the hands of Railway, who've knocked it on, so it's a scrum advantage to UL Bohs. And referee Richmond says,
he's let her have a quick
goes.
one.
It's going to be a foot race here between Wall and Keohane. Their opposite number does well, no love lost, as we've said, between those two players, the two scrum halves. UL Bohs do manage to get on over the ball, and the referee says that Railway were holding, and it looks like there could be a certain 3 points here.
I presume they will take the penalty, kick the penalty.
Incredible phase of play there at the break.
Yeah, really good play from Myrna Wall. I think it's the first tap and goal we've seen that has been led in the game, and I was waiting for the ref to call it back, but he didn't. She good kick and good defence after a kick to get tackling on Aoife Doyle, and I'm not sure who got the turnover after that.
The applause you can hear is for Fiona Reedy, who has been replaced on the UL Bohs side by Nicola Sweeney. And the tee was on the field even before Henry Richmond blew his whistle there.
Oh, yeah, it'll be,
difficult conditions for kickers as Nidonica calls in back up to hold up the ball. UL Bohs Nidonica absolutely drives it straight through the posts. Nidonica has been very impressive for UL Bohs on both sides of the ball today, and the trusty right boot gives UL Bohs a 10-point lead. 17 points UL Bohs have scored in the opening 18 minutes, and as we enter the final quarter. Not quite the championship minutes just yet, but Railway will be scratching their head and somewhat wondering how this has happened.
Yeah, but I suppose they'll back themselves to get right back in there with their attack.
Fernada to Pearce. Pearce offloads to Garrett, but she's lined up by the Railway defence. Carried by O'Dwyer to Allen, finds Griffin. Griffin goes over the top of Roberts. Noonan. Barrett just tried to kick that ball, but Railway Union will have a scrum. This will be another opportunity again, and if they can find that groove, Ali, that they found in the first half.
Yes, and like they'll back themselves, and you know, if they get a try, if they get right back into the game.
It's worth noting Ciara Griffin at 8 has been playing Gaelic football since departing the game. But
Ciara Griffin has been running marathons, half marathons, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Like it's like she's not wanting like a little break after you're tired. No, I was going to run.
Doesn't look out of place after 60 minutes.
No, and like that's not easy when you haven't played in a long time. Different sport. I know your handling would be, there from Gaelic football, but yeah, she's a woman of extremes, I would say.
Pete carries well. O'Halloran getting to grips as Fernada finds Byrne. The inside carry by Eilish de Bold. Good shot, and Allen has come up with the ball at the base of the ruck. We're now all told politely
to get
by
the ball out.
Chloe Pearce to get the ball out. And Wall, right-footed, finds grass here. Aoife Doyle doesn't manage to deal with it. Wall somehow manages to
Wall's had
regain
some very good
kick.
moments there, some big moments in the last 5 minutes.
Wall finds Monaghan, the replacement. Nicola Sweeney clears out Niamh Byrne. Wall has Noonan as first receiver on the left, but they go right to McCormack. Good hands again, and Allen zips out a lovely pass to Nidunica, and Nidunica goes off in a gallop, beats 3 to 4 would-be tacklers from Railway, but wonderful breakdown work there. Looked like Lindsay Pede and Railway are off on a run to Roberts, who sits down her opposite number.
We've seen
temperature
a little bit of that
in
today.
January rising here in Coolmine. 10 points the difference, but both sides fighting tooth and nail. Railway, as we said, aiming for 3 consecutive cups. As Rianiri looks to go, and Noonan tackles very, very well there. And UL Bohs will have the line out. Both sides, Ali, we said after an hour, a couple of mistakes, but UL Bohs really kind of figuring out that Railway attack a lot better than they did in the first half.
Yeah, and I think maybe obviously both teams are missing players because of the Celtic Cup, so probably getting a little bit more used to each other. Maybe they haven't played these combinations before, but Bohs certainly look more gelled and attacking the second half. Just as I say that.
In the conditions, quite difficult, the Bohs line out. Adjudged to have been crooked there.
As I said, Myrna Wall has stood out in the last 5 minutes or so. She's had some big moments. She had the kick over and turnover. She kicked the ball between Aoife Doyle and the other winger and just got on the ball again. So it's those big moments that, really pay a difference in these finals.
10 points, the difference. But this game still on a knife edge. We've seen the lead change hands on multiple occasions. Laois McGonigal with a wonderful intercept try at the start of the second half. Rachel Allen with Bohs' second try this half, and a Laois McGonigal penalty. Keohane to Fernada. Fernada finds
Great spot tackle.
Niamh Byrne, but Noonan
had her lined
read
up.
it in the line. Bohs managed to set up a defensive line as Aberg. So abrasive, and Aberg manages to get through 2 tacklers, and Wall manages to cover.
They just can't get her down.
Still pumping the legs, and Railway on the move. Lovely front door option there for O'Loughlin.
She's knocked it on.
Who looks to have been buried there defensively.
He's,
Pearce remonstrating with the touch judge on this side that it was a knock on. Keohane
I thought
3
it
to
was a
4
knock-on
different thoughts
anyway.
as to what to do, but just carries in. Railway will look to recycle here. Pete has O'Halloran at arm's length, quite literally. Keohane, ball looks to be out.
She's
Counter
done well
up
to
from
hold on to
O'Halloran.
it.
And Keohane thinks over the top, partially blocked down. Goes through McGonagall's legs.
Oh, knock on, was it? No.
And referee Richmond will come back. For offside.
Oh.
Frantic doesn't even begin to describe the last 90 seconds or
Good
so.
to see
Ellie.
refs, ref in the offside.
Yeah.
It's often totally ignored, especially in the professional game. Does my nut in. So look, I suppose what you get away with is what you get away with.
Railway not interested in a scrum at this stage. Look to go and play. They go out the back. Fernada finds out the wire to Byrne to Doyle. Doyle's got Erie on the outside. Really elusive.
Yeah,
is Doyle.
Aoife Doyle's footwork would be top class and probably be massive strength of her game. Her footwork, it always has been. Whether that was on the World 7 Series playing for Ireland or playing for a club or Province Munster.
Byrne being everything to everyone for Railway, and Roberts carries quite well. Tired bodies as Wall looks to get her hands on the ball at the ruck. Keohane to Fernada. Ball doesn't quite go to hand. Referee, touch judge, no flags up just yet, but referee Richmond says the ball was knocked on and Railway will have a scrum. Not quite the time to be Roy of the Rovers for people of our age, Ali, but they've managed to take a quick tap penalty there when perhaps a scrum might have been a better option.
Yeah, I suppose it depends. Maybe they back their ability to move the ball and make UL Bows move around. That's what they did very well in the first half, was move Bows around, not let them set, not let them get that line speed up. So I suppose they were looking to do the same. Yeah, I suppose easy to say it now, in retrospect, but I suppose they backed their ability to attack, and yeah, some good defensive sets here from UL Bows. Seem to have been a little bit more organised in the second half with their defence. They're looked a bit disconnected in the first half, and they seem to have kind of gelled together, and they're getting their line speed, they're getting connected, they're coming up both sides of the ball, which we didn't see that in the first half. So a little bit more breathing room for all the players out there as we approach 30 minutes to go, 30 minutes left, should I say.
As bodies are being tended to, the floodlights have just come on here in Coolmine. Aoife Doyle opened the scoring for Railway. Rian Erie with the second try for Railway. The try scores for UL Bows.
Yeah,
Eva
she's
McCormack.
very quick off the mark winger, it doesn't take her long to get going.
Laois McGonigal and Rachel Allen. As Ali Miller said, 12 and a half minutes to go. Do not take your eyes off this one. Claire Keohane with the ball in her hand. Railway, who were scintillating in attack in the first half, will look to find some of that magic as we enter the final 10 or so minutes. Lindsay Peat. Allen does well to go low. Fernada has Doyle outside her. McGonigal gets to grips with Doyle just about. Keohane again to Roberts, to Stevenson. Good link-up play there. Salome Trout with a good carry. Maeve Keegan's hands, the hooker for Railway, have been outstanding all afternoon. Pete steps on the inside. Monaghan fails to get to grips. Garrett and O'Dwyer just about do, and UL Bows go very hard at the breakdown there. And Ciara O'Dwyer for UL Bows, along with the replacement Nicola Sweeney, managed to...
Another massive moment for UL Bows in defence. It's just improved so much from this first half. Look a lot more organised, a lot more connected.
There's been plenty of refreshments had by the touchline supporters, where everyone manages to become a coach at the stage of the game. As Nidonica, right boot, a cannon from the tee and from hand. Ciara Griffin receiving attention in the backfield.
Yeah, Ciara Griffin is growing more and more into the game as it goes on. Obviously, she's been a long time out of the game, so only natural that she's getting better and better as the game goes on.
John Holland, the man with the magic hands, the medical marvel for UL Bohs, tempted out of alleged retirement again this year.
Doesn't look too bad, Ciara. Take a lot to take her off the pitch.
Referee Richmond restarts the game. O'Dwyer has the ball in hand. Garrett has gone to give her the line-out call. They've thrown towards the middle of the line-out, but Garrett is at the front here. Dummy. They go up towards O'Halloran, but Roberts manages to pinch that, and Railway through Fernada and Aberg. And Aberg gets through two tacklers and is still carrying. Incredible amount of meters made by Madison Aberg this afternoon. Keohane finds Doyle. Doyle is met by McCormack and O'Halloran.
Yeah.
Keohane again throws to Maeve Keegan. Railway moving the ball through Pete and Stevenson. Doyle. Railway Union player receiving medical attention. Lindsay Pete again, lovely little hands there in O'Loughlin. That interplay that we saw early in the first half, we're starting to see in the final 10 minutes here for Railway. Fernada looks up, draws the defenders, little bounce pass to Aberg, and Doyle the second row. Railway keeping the ball alive. The Centurion, Katie O'Dwyer in the back row to Keegan again. O'Loughlin. Big collisions with two front rows there, and it looks like Chloe Pearce has got her hands in that ball. And referee Richmond says Railway were holding on the deck.
Chloe Pearce, queen of the turnover, and we've seen her doing that many times. I've seen her from Munster and Ireland and Bohs, and big moment there to disrupt and stop Railway Union's attack. So Bohs will be in no rush to play this, take their time and run down that clock as much as they can.
Fiona Hayes moves onto the field again. Words of wisdom.
Yeah,
Plenty of bodies.
Such an energetic character, Fiona Hayes.
Would be devastated at the news that Jurgen Klopp has left Liverpool more than anyone, you'd imagine.
I don't think she's the only one.
Referee Richmond orders all water carriers off the field as Nidunica, right-footed towards this touchline, finds a good touch again, and Bohs get out of their first half, out of their half for the first time in the second half rather, as O'Dwyer takes her time. Game management crucial here for UL Bohs. O'Dwyer finds Garrett, Wall to Allen, Allen to McCormack. First half try scorer, sets up a platform. Good carry to get over the 10-metre line. Allen again dinks in behind. Lovely little kick by Allen, very difficult one for Doyle to deal with, and the flag goes up. And this is exactly where you want to be if you're UL Bohs at this present moment in time,
Yeah,
Ali.
exactly. It was very smart. She saw the space and she went for it and executed it really well. And with 7 or so minutes to go, exactly where you want to be and put that Railway Union attack under pressure.
Keegan has the ball ready to go. Trout gets up in the air, but it goes over the top. And ball looks to have gone forward there at the very back of the line of the malfunction at the set piece. And UL Bohs have a big opportunity here.
Massive opportunity.
UL Bohs in no rush here.
No, they'll take their time.
We've had a couple of stoppages in the second half, so it's more in and around 10 to go. Railway will need a big defensive set here. Done well in the scrum all afternoon. Wall feeds. They go on the blind, and Griffin is on the move. Griffin, huge yards gotten there. Ciara Griffin just about held up. The artillery are called in for UL Bohs, just short of the line. Chloe Pearce.
Big space to the left if they can move it.
Monaghan is hit very, very hard as O'Halloran moves to Nidunica. Nidunica finds Noonan, who throws out the pass, and Clara Barrett is going to find the try line for UL Bohs. And a wonderful piece of play for UL Bohs. And Barrett the try scorer.
And that's it, I'm afraid. I think unless we have some moments of miracles come in with 5 minutes to go, and that try, yeah, it's really, really good play. Look to suck them in, and the space is on left, and they executed well.
Staying in the fight has really been the theme for UL Bohs, really, from 30 minutes onwards. But the Rachel Allen to 10 in the second half,
yeah, it just
coupled
seemed
with
to,
the addition of Laois McGonigal, has been critical to UL Bohs.
Yeah, it just seemed to kind of tidy them up, you know, around both areas, attack and D. And just a big moment there of the intercept try, I think, was the big turning point, along with some key turnovers and defensive sets. And when you stay in the game like that, it just frustrates the attack. And I'm sure it's frustrated Rail Union with so many attacks. They've had, you know, I would say Bohs have had far less entries, but have come out, you know, more effectively. Where great kick.
Midunica's conversion off the right hand upright. But when your luck is in, your luck is in.
This is it, yeah.
Over the crossbar, leaving the score 29 points to 12. As we enter the final couple of minutes here in Coolmine.
I suppose Bohs can maybe enjoy this 4 minutes more than they would have had they not got that try. So they look, I suppose, being an ambitious team, they'll probably look to try and score again.
Fernanda finds Wall to O'Dwyer. He showed up all afternoon. Wall to Allen. UL Bohs intent on playing.
Just there's been a big improvement in UL Bohs in the second half, and it's really stood out.
McCormack again with a carry. Wall varying the attack towards Allen. Allen not afraid of the contact herself. Met by big Railway defenders. Emma Daly has entered the fray for UL Bohs. Number 18, the replacement. Lindsay Peat.
5 minutes. I'm actually going to come.
Jumped the line there as UL Bohs are on the move here. And in the mood to play, Noonan finds Sarah Garrett. Aberg gets to her. And Neil Byrne brings down Wall.
Calls from the Railway Union supporters of a knock on there.
Lindsay Peat a little bit eager there, perhaps thinking the ball was lifted, but not what's needed at this moment in time. Little bit of indiscretion, understandable at this point with frustrations, Ali, but
yeah, you've 2
not
minutes,
the
2.5 minutes to go, and you're not going to win the game. You know, you're getting frustrated, especially when you've probably had the majority of possession.
Railway do very well through Eilish Debo to keep that ball, and she's off at a canter across the field. Garrett and Allen bring her down. Railway through Pete. Lovely hands. Lindsay Peat has been to the fore of everything good Railway have done today, as has Maeve Keegan. Tidies up on the ground there.
Good hands, pick that up off the ground.
O'Loughlin. Very tidy skill set this afternoon. Deirdre Roberts. Johan again to Aberg. So abrasive. It is cliched, Ali, but what a big player for Railway.
Yeah, and if anyone goes any way high on her, she's just going to break that tackle, which we've seen all day.
And UL Bohs
with another massive moment in the game.
To the very end there.
I'm sure I'm be interested to see what Fiona Hayes said at half-time, because whatever she did say, they've listened, they've taken it in, and they've executed it. Which is not always easy to do. You can get great team talks and not put them in place.
Chloe Pearce was interviewed by Ciarán Noble for the Irish Rugby Football Union website during the week and spoke about her always being in a good mood and getting the right things out of the right people at the right time. And I think that just sums up perfectly.
Yeah, I actually know her a long time. I don't think I've ever seen her in a bad humour. But yeah, it is. And all of UL Bows, we've seen different strengths of different players. And, you know, the big carriers getting over the gain line, our big tacklers, or, you know, the jackal threats, and players with the ability to intercept and go from coast to coast. So, yeah, look, there's been massive moments in the game.
UL Bows 9 wins from 9 in the league. As we said, 10 points to 7, beating Railway. A notable point, Ali, I suppose, we did mention at the start, 10 regular starters from both sides missing today with the Wolfhounds, but we will see these teams again.
Yeah, look, it always gives someone else a chance to shine here on finals day, you know. So, and there's players here that have, you know, shown their coaches what they can do.
As UL Bows,
not something we've seen a whole lot of today, but very strong when they do with their maul.
Rage forward with the maul. Good knowledge of the laws from Garrett early doors. And Griffin has the ball in her possession. Richmond says, let's play. So Rachel Allen steps on the inside, the try scorer. Allen is going to finish with another try. And Rachel Allen, who has been absolutely outstanding, particularly in the second half from the 10.
Yeah, ended up being, depending on her conversion now or not, being a comprehensive win for UL Bows in the end. And I don't think at half time we could have said that was going to be the case. So great comeback from Bows and just some great play. Rachel Allen has been a standout in the second half, 2 tries, and the way she moves the ball and her experience to lead her team around the park and play in the right parts of the park. I think that's been the key. I think Bows have done that really well. They haven't played in the wrong parts of the field. They play the right parts of the field at the right moments. And all her experience coming out, or probably Railway might have been just a little bit the opposite, maybe playing the wrong parts of the field, you know, at the wrong moments. So that's it.
Ní Donica's conversion goes just wide, but perhaps the stat of the second half, 29 unanswered points from UL Bows.
Yeah, it's very impressive, you know, and there was times when we really thought Railway were going to score, but time and time again there was a turnover or an intercept, or I wonder how much time the referee is going to play here.
Railway.
Not enough for Railway anyway to get back into it, but they'd be looking to get maybe another try to...
Chloe Pearce, the captain, sends the ball off the field, and the Energia All-Ireland League Women's Cup champions 2024. UL Bows running out 34 points to 12 winners over Railway Union. Ali, it really was down to the second half, and you can take nothing away from UL Bows. It was an incredible performance.
Yeah, and I think, as I said, whatever was said at half time, it was listened to, it was taken in, it was executed, and they just got themselves out of some very sticky situations, and not just got themselves out of those positions, but then capitalised on those situations and went down and scored, which is, you know, a really good sign of their their mental strength to come back from that, you know, from being down numbers. And I think, yeah, that's essentially it. You know, the small things make the big things happen, and they really did that. They you know, they fought for the small things, and impressive.
We speak about the introduction of Rachel Allen to 10, Laois McGonigal with the intercept try, and speak about Fiona Hayes, the brilliance of UL Bows, but it is worth noting for Railway Union, Claire Keohane, Lindsay Peat, Niamh Byrne, standout performers there. Perhaps it is cliche, the scoreline doesn't perhaps do it justice, but Railway Union can have really no complaints with the second half performance. Yeah,
and I'd also add in Madison Adverb there as well. She was exceptional. It was really hard to deal with her in the first half. There's been some really, really good play, and as I said, good to see Claire Keohane back. I was a little bit exaggerated with her 3 years. I think it was 18 months. So some really, really good play, and Bows will be delighted with their victory here, and I suppose Fiona Hayes will be delighted.
It will be a raucous bus journey home to Limerick.
I wonder, is Aoife Doyle going to go back on the bus home? I don't think so. It's all right coming off. Maybe it might be not so nice to go home. Maybe she will. She's a Limerick woman at heart, and she'll be friends with a lot of the girls. So, knowing the good sport she is, maybe she will. Maybe.
Indeed, she will. The scorers: this afternoon, 34 points to 12, and as you can see from the pictures here, UL Bohs, a sigh of relief, Ali, I suppose. Railway going for three in a row, but not to be. And Chloe Pearce said, as we said before the game in her programme notes, it would mean so much to her in the club, and you can see with these pictures now that it means a huge amount. Her first piece of silverware as captain for UL Bohs.
Oh yeah, and look, a massive moment for her as captain. And look, it always takes a team to come and change the order of things. And I said before the game, I didn't think the fact that Railway Union had all those titles to their name made a difference. I think it was the best team on the day, and I think they were. They were the best. I think they managed the game. I think their game management was better than Railway Union. I think, and those big moments didn't really help. So they'll be all very, very delighted.
They will indeed, as you'll see with your live pictures here. From myself, Daragh Frawley, and Alison Miller, the Energia All-Ireland League Women's Cup Final champions, UL Bohs. Do stay with us for the trophy lift and the highlights. So well done to UL Bohs today, and also to Galwegians who were winners earlier this afternoon. From all of us here in Coolmine, have a very good evening.